Well, hello, my YouTube family. 3 down, 2 more to go, people. And I am extraordinarily proud of myself. I did something like 5 baskets, 2 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. I finished the third one. I finished the third one like 8 minutes before 5. So, I cleared up my desk, and that left me with 5 minutes to 5. I took out my phone, played a couple of games of solitaire. That took me to 5 o'clock. And then I clocked out. Good night. And then I heard Queen of Darkness. Good night, Nancy. See you tomorrow. Oh, and who was all over my desk today? All over my desk today. Soldier number 1. Why? Why you gotta be all over me today? She was all over my desk today. I need to borrow this. I need to have that. Can I use that? Like, bitch. Don't you have supplies at your desk? Why are you coming here? I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. Especially now that she's business manager, which she loves to flaunt every chance she gets. Every chance she gets. I was on the phone. And I'm on my computer and I'm, looking up some information that the caller is telling me. And she's giving me a name that's not coming up in the system. Don't you know, this bitch, over my shoulder. Why don't you try that name? Why don't you put in this? What? It took everything within my power to stop myself from saying, get the fuck away from me. Excuse my language. But why are you all over me all of a sudden? Why are you all over me all of a sudden? You don't have enough shit to do at your desk? You business manager. Shouldn't that include extra work for you to do? Why does the extra work have to be around my desk? My job has absolutely nothing to do with yours other than transferring calls to you. So why, again, are you all around me? Let us do lips of the day. It would have been an NYX round lip gloss in the shade Golden Prune. Okay. Golden Prune. A really nice shimmery shade. Not glittery, shimmery. It's a really nice shade. I like this shade a lot. And don't mind him. He couldn't wait for me to come home to talk to me. Like, talk to me. And then he scares himself and then he runs away. So that is Golden Prune. I really like this shade. I don't know if you can really, there it is. There it is. It's a prune. It's like a deep, it's a plum shade with a mixture of gold in there. That's why it's called Golden Prune. I like it a lot. NYX Round Lip Gloss. Number 32. Oh, excuse me, number 23. Excuse me. 23 Golden Prune. Okay, people. Tonight is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's not Real Housewives of New York. Tonight is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I think, isn't it the season finale? And what is this news about Garcelle Bouvet not coming back next season? She's on The Real now, some talk show on The Real. I don't even watch The View anymore, people. Oh, I've stopped watching The View for a couple of months now. I can't do them at home and this chick constantly interrupting and then taking everything as a personal affront. And anytime somebody does something against the Republican Party, she takes it as a personal affront, like they are physically harming her. Bitch, you're not the head of the Republican Party. That may be your way of voting. You are a Republican through and through, rah rah, American flag and all of that. But boo boo, I couldn't deal with her anymore. I just, even Whoopi, I love Whoopi to death. But when Whoopi's talking and she's interrupting, and they're all doing it from home, so they can't really see each other. So I mean, they can see each other, but at the same time, they're not right next to each other. So and she just a loudmouth. I have tried liking her. I have tried liking Megan. I have tried, but more and more difficult. So why should I put that much attention? Why should I even give her that much attention? So that's just that with that upon that. Oh, Jan, are you paying attention? The Natasha Denona, one of the palettes that you gave me, I am wearing on my eyes right there, right there. It is this shade right here. It's like a, it's just so yummy. It's too dark to be called violet. I guess you would put it under the plum category, but then see, I would call this one plum. This one right here, I would call this one plum. This is a dark plum, and this is like a dark magenta. I don't even know if I should call it a magenta. Well, oh, the colors are in the back. Okay. I guess, oh, let's see. Is this one nude? Nude Blossom? Botanic? Sakura? I guess I'm wearing this one, Sakura. And this one is Daisy. So I'm wearing this one right here, Sakura, I think. Anyway, loving this shade right here. Loving it. My first Natasha Denona. Actually, my second Natasha Denona since you gave me two. Woo! Thank you again. Okay. So, what else is there to discuss? I'm trying to think of any other antics that happened at work. Something happened with Alpha. It's funny too. She thought she was gonna dump something on me, and she said, "You have to do this and this." And I said, "Oh, okay." I wasn't about to stop the flow of what I was doing for whatever she wanted me to do. Then I hear Queen of Darkness call her name and tell her to do it. So she had to come to my desk, pick up, and I said, "Oh, here it is. Here's what you want." She took it right back, didn't say two words to me, picked it up and walked away. You know she was pissed as a mother. Because you trying to, what? The 3 basket loads of work that I have to do on practically a daily basis, that's not enough work? You want me to do your work as well? I don't think that's going to work out. And especially since Queen of Darkness favors her. So she's become the new, what was the other one's name? I forgot the other one's name that I used to talk about. She's been gone almost 2 years now. Whatever. Her. Well, Alpha has become the new her. I know she can't stand it. She can't stand it. But Queen of Darkness loves her to death. Better you than me, honey. Better you than me. Okay. Well, I think that's really basically about it. I think after Labor Day, because you notice that all summer long I've been doing glosses. After Labor Day, I'm going to start either after Labor Day or the first day of fall. Maybe I'll do it the first day of fall. I was going to start to do my lipsticks after Labor Day, but I think I'm going to hold off until after the first day of fall, which is October something, I think. Either late September, early October, something like that. I'll go back to my lipsticks. So fall and winter is lipsticks, spring and summer is lip glosses. I've been doing that for years. But there have been a couple of years that I just really couldn't care less. I was doing lipsticks in the summer and lip glosses in the winter. I do whatever I feel like doing. Well, seeing that things are different now because we're living behind masks, so, you know, I have to try to find fun ways of trying to think up new ways of doing things. It's very difficult. And I am not liking the way the mask is leaving my face with little bumps. Like it makes me break out. I'm not fond. I know you can't really see it, but I can feel it on my cheeks. And when I look at myself in the mirror close up, I can see these two little bumps. Nothing on this side of the cheek, but just these two right here. Not fond. Not fond. And during the night, like after I sit away from a mask for a few hours, they go away. But then the next morning when I have to put my mask on, so it's definitely something that in the mask I'm allergic to, or that makes me break out. At least it's not a full breakout, like, you know, bumps all over my face. It's just two little bumps right here. I can feel them. They're right there. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. How is everybody doing? How is everybody hanging in there? Are we hanging in there? Those of you that have kids, I feel for you guys in a major way. Major. Whew, there I go. Being all rude and yawning in your face again. I am so sorry. It just comes at me. But I am so in heavy makeup mode. Like I miss going to an Ulta. It almost makes me break into shakes. That's how badly I miss going to Ulta. Ain't got dime one to go to Ulta with. But you know, if I could take a little out of my savings. But what's the point? Because apparently, I think you can order online and then send it to the Ulta that you're going to pick up your stuff at, and they'll bring it to you, and you got to pay by credit card. Nope. Not me. I'm doing rather well with paying down my credit cards. By the way, when you're forced to do it on a monthly basis, it helps. Hey, it is what it is, people. It is what it is. And I am doing rather well. Rather well. So, and once I'm down to like $0 or $10 or whatever, down to a reasonable amount in my credit cards, I don't think I'll be using them. I'll be too afraid. I'll be too afraid to charge anything. I'll be too afraid to charge anything. I will leave them for super emergencies only. I've learned my lesson. Late in life as it is, I have learned my lesson. Credit cards are no joke. And people who are working from home and doing all of this and charge and charge and charge, ooh, I hope they don't fall into the pit I fell into. I fell in deep. Oh boy, did I fall in deep. And I am climbing out of it. Scrappling and climbing out of it. But I'm making a dent. Best believe that. Okay, so there is really nothing else to discuss. I'm trying to really rack my brain on what to talk about, but there really is nothing to talk about. Not really. Oh wow, I was just thinking about him. Clayton Thomas. There is a YouTuber called Clayton Thomas, and he calls himself CT. He has a series of videos called I'll Be Back. He starts off the video and he says, yo man, I'll be back. And then he gives you, like, it's a split screen with him on one side, and he gives you the video that he's going to talk about on the other side. The things he says. It's the things he says. I am literally, like, seriously. He is so funny. I am tears. No lie, I'm not making this up. I literally cry sometimes to the point of tears. It was just like one day that I saw his videos pop up on my feed. And I was like, I don't know who this is. But I said, oh, okay, I'll take a look. And he starts off with, okay, y'all, I'll be back. And then he gave what he's going to talk about. I think the very first video of his that I saw, I think everybody saw this video of two people getting married, and then in the background you hear a woman screaming at the groom who doesn't even bother turning around. And then one of the, I guess the best girl or whatever, pregnant as all get out, starts screaming, you can't talk to my mom like that. And she just jumps out. It's over in a gazebo that they're getting married, and the man does not turn around. I think everybody pretty much knows the video I'm talking about. I hope you do. But CT made a video of that, and I think that was the very first one that I saw. And it's what he says and how he says it. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Crying. So since then, that's like, okay, subscribe. Like, how can I? And as much as I love to laugh, subscribe. In the world that we are living in right now, I need a good old-fashioned belly laugh at least once a day. And his videos give it to me. So, and sometimes I'll watch him during my lunch while I'm eating in my Jeep, crying. I'm laughing so hard. So, just wanted to fill you in. His name is I call him CT. He calls himself CT. But it's Clayton Thomas. Look him up, people. Funny as all hell. There's Schuler King that I also watch. He's another one who does the split screen. He's another one. Hilarious. Hilarious. I need some people to laugh with, people. Some people to laugh with. Okay. I think that's basically about it. I'm talking about, people that I watch on YouTube. And, yeah. Season finale of Beverly Hills tonight, I think. I think Beverly Hills is on tonight. So, it's Beverly Hills first, then the next one is New York. So tomorrow night is New York, tonight is Beverly Hills. And it is the season finale, I do believe. So we'll discuss that tomorrow, hopefully, if it's really worth discussing. Because sometimes they'll hype you up in the commercials, and then it really turns out to be quite the dud. But did y'all know that Dirinda got fired? I am not happy. I am not happy at all. Oh, sure, she was a belligerent drunk for most of this season, but she was hurting people. She was hurting. She was still mourning her husband, and as it turns out, it's her second husband. Somebody told me that on Facebook. Had no idea. What does it matter? It could have been her 10th husband. She feels what she feels, and obviously she was madly in love with this man, and he passed away. And she's mourning him. But the way she mourns him, I guess she goes straight to the bottle in order to numb the pain. But she doesn't talk about it. But when she gets drunk, and it really doesn't take her long to get drunk, maybe 4 drinks, and that is it. Me is 3, but I'm not a belligerent drunk. I'm a stupid drunk. I really am. I start laughing for no damn reason, dancing when there's no music. But enough about me. Back to Dirinda. For me, after Bethany left, she was my new Bethany, because I really liked Dirinda. She could get ugly sometimes when she got pissed off, but for the most part, this particular season, has been nothing but vacation, eating, arguing, drinking, arguing, making up. Next day, going out, eating, arguing, getting drunk, making up the next day. I mean, it's just been a cycle. What is this now? Oh. It's just been a cycle of them pretty much. They may go in different locations, but it's still the same thing. They all get a big table, they start to talk, then somebody says something, then the arguments start, and then they all get drunk, and it, like, for real? That's all you got? So this season was, I'm not going to say it was a dud, but if they are firing Dirinda because she could lash out, I mean, her tongue was fierce when she was drunk. Angry and drunk. Like I said, she's a belligerent drunk. She gets angry. Especially if you're having a conversation with her and you're not agreeing with everything that she's saying, and you maybe want to say, no, Dirinda, that's not really. Then she just flips on you like nobody's business, and she gets belligerent. So it's not pretty, but they're going to fire her for that. So you're basically firing her because she's in pain and she's still mourning her husband. But the only way that she could cope with it was by being mean. People, we all have our faults. You are going to fault her for, you're going to fire her for that? I have seen people do a hell of a lot worse. And they're still on the shows. Still on. Season after season after season. Still on. So I don't know what's going on. Bravo. I'm telling you, the year of 2020. Bravo is doing, I guess they're cleaning house. I don't know what the hell that network is doing. Andy Cohen or whatever. I don't know who's in charge. But they're going about things the wrong way, for certain. I am not happy that they're getting rid of Dirinda. Not happy at all. Let me know, those of you who are watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or The Real Housewives of New York or any of the Real Housewives, let me know. If you're watching New York, let me know what you think about Dirinda being fired. Because she's not coming back next season. I don't know. I don't know what Bravo's doing. I really don't. I mean, they pretty much brought in Leah because Bethany left. Now who they gonna bring in? Somebody similar to the same age as Leah? Because Leah is really the youngest right there. I think Leah is in her late 30s. And even Tinsley was older than Leah. And I hear Tinsley is going to be back for the reunion. Hunty. We'll see how that goes. Let's watch the season finale first and see how that goes. We'll talk about that tomorrow. That is it. That is all. This is Lips of the Day. Lips of the Day, people. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about this, about everything that I've discussed. And I will talk to you tomorrow, okay? I love you. Mwah! Bye now.